The sun is finally shining again.
The first sun in a month, so we feel quite relieved.
Yeah.
How's your emotional stability?
Well, today it's actually good. Yesterday was also getting better, so we're getting slowly back on track.
Yeah. There's a lot of crying involved, and we're not going to show that on camera, but let me tell you. We chiseled that whole wall. A lot of people are like, oh, what did you do to the wall?
Yeah, it's actually, we didn't do it up to the top, and that's a problem for a lot of people.
A lot of people think it's
not for us. So
no, we like it.
It's cute.
It's a piece of New York in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
We did all the floors. We painted the walls.
The walls.
And what you painted the back of your head as well.
Yeah.
I painted a little bit on my camera.
Oops. And there's something we didn't paint, and we now regret.
There are so many things we already regret, so many mistakes we already made.
The wrong order of things.
We didn't do the ceiling here, and now it's too late because we already removed all the protection on the floor, so we cannot do it now. And how do you feel in the house? Like, it's a bit of a haunted house.
Yeah, but it's now that everything is painted, but it feels fresh already.
Yeah.
And I think if we have the new curtains up, it will be...
Yeah, my mom's gonna make the curtains.
We have to be packed in 2 days. Within 2 days.
So we have 2 days here left for the house.
And we have 2 days at the other house because everything needs to be packed within 2 days.
Oh god. Okay. Yeah, okay.
Good luck.
And it's also such a mind fuck that you're dealing with these big things, but then you're also ordering all these little details.
Yeah, and I think I really like to start something and then I will be like, oh wow, oh that's interesting, oh let me do this, and then I get distracted and start a new thing and didn't finish. So yeah, and now, yeah,
it's a project.
Yeah,
that's all my dad said when he came here 2 days ago. He's like, it's a project. Thanks, Dad. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah. Goes again. Always protect yourself. Favorite accessory. Knee pads. Gloves. Of course, always protect your hands. Let's go.
Yeah, this sanding paper is much better. So we sanded this with the big thing, but you have all these little corners left. So I'm going to do that by hand.
It's a B60, right?
B60.
B60.
So the rest of the day will be spent sanding. I already sanded this whole room, but now that we moved the cabinets, I can also sand this little edge here, which will make it look much nicer. So I have my sanding machine, my sandpaper, my ear protection, and my gloves. And I'll see you on the other side. Through the sanding paper extremely quick. So I'm trying to, look, this was just like 10 minutes, but I'm gonna vacuum now. Okay, well, I spent 2 hours sanding. Pretty happy. You see all these real dents here. That's because the cabinets used to be here and the big sanding machine used to stop there. So it's not perfect, but I think it works. And I have just 1 square meter left to sand. Why is she going on and on about these sanding papers? Well, it is because changing them is kind of a hassle. This is really nice old school sanding machine, which I borrowed from my dad. But it's quite arduous. So the sanding paper has been just right. Oops, I'm almost out of sanding paper. To be the exact same size as the other one. That's always easy, and then the second side is always hard. Like this, but if you don't wear this, you're sanding your hand, your fingers. Last night I wanted to identify on my MacBook and it didn't recognize my finger print. You know why? Because it's gone. So I could now be a spy or a burglar because I am not identifiable. But so we didn't do this square meter because we thought this is gonna be where the bathroom will be. And we decided we want a smaller bathroom. So I have 1 meter to make up. You know, when you're sanding, create a lot of sand. So to get this room dust free now, I'm taking a little break. Probably the worst lesbian in the world because I just spent 5 minutes trying to open a beer bottle with several kinds of tools. Not my thing, I just need an opener. Or a dyke who can open it for me. That's my preferred option. It's alcohol free, by the way, doing alcohol free month. Ready to oil this floor. Yeah. Just need the oil to arrive. And in the meantime, well, nothing I can do. Okay, so this is going to be my office. Now it is the place where we dump everything. Which is horrible because if you need a little screw or screwdriver, you kind of have to like jump in here and be like, where is it? Where is it? So that's our system now. We're gonna try to clean today and then also try to start working on the office because I will be needing it in a week. My mom, I'm very happy with this because my mom removed the paneling here. There was paneling like this all around. And I was very afraid of what would come out of it, behind it. Because I thought, you know, the paneling is there for a reason probably. But it's a really nice, you know, cement wall. I mean, it's not nice, but it's quite even. And so we can treat this. We're gonna have, hoe zeg je kurk? Cork. Cork, our English. We'll have a very special treatment of cork plaster here, which is it's circular because they use actual wine corks.
I really hope that it's gonna smell like wine. I think it's good for your artistic.
It has insulating and also like acoustic properties, so it's going to be really, really nice. It looks like it rained inside, but this is the oil, the wood oil that we used.
In the meantime, it started raining again outside.
Yeah, say bye to the sun. As you can see, there are, because the floor is a bit like this, there are puddles. And I don't want puddles because that's going to be very ugly. So I'm going to try to remove them with a little roller. But it's hard to see it because I can only see it. Yeah, you can probably see it better. I can only see it when I'm looking in the light. Oh, my socks, of course. was working on my pedals, but I'm really freezing because we disconnected. Oh God, damn it. Where's the rest of it? The heater is disconnected, but someone put it away. No heating because the heater is nowhere to be found. Just have to move around a little bit more. I have a special jumping technique with this. I call it the frog. Okay, I think this looks slightly better. So I called Marlou and she was like, oh, you're looking for the heater? Yeah. Maybe clean up the little room because it's somewhere there. So that's what I'll do now. Well. Ooh, look what I find. So many goodies. This has been gone for days. This has been gone for days. And this little baby is crucial. Okay, new plug. It's a weird hole. I should fix it, but maybe some other time. Go. Okay. Should first click on that. Yes. Oh yeah, now I understand. Now I actually understand. Well, it's working again. Make sure it's the right way. Now I also understand why the holes are this big, because the person before me made the same mistake. Because one is higher up than the other one. Oh. Work. No. Please work. Yeah. So 16.9. Let's heat it up. Thank you. Before it said 16.5, but in fact it was 11.5 Celsius, so it's been cold. Look at the beautiful fumes. This is in fact illegal, but it means our heating system is working. But we need a pipe for that. So every time at the end of the job, we know how the job should be done. So for example, with the oil on the floor, we now know a brush is no good because it leaves puddles. A big roller is no good because it puts on too much oil, but the small roller works. Another big pro tip, you have to do this in daylight, otherwise you don't know where you've been. But there's not a lot of daylight in January, so now it's perfect. curtains.
I'm gonna put these in. Can you please shut the door?
Are you cold, babe?
Yes.
Yeah?
Because I had to stand in the rain for 20 minutes outside without a jacket.
That's pretty horrible. But I don't want to shut the door because the oil fumes are making me really...
Thank you, honey.
There you go, my darling. Yes. Now you're fine. Now you're good. Hi.
Hi. Smells good again.
There she comes out of the curtains. Ta-da!
Now I'm gonna put these little thingies in it and hang them so they can dry while hanging.
Yeah, so they're wet curtains now.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's true.
So we recycled these from the previous owner. They might need some patching up as well, but
That's for later.
that's for later. We need curtains when we move in here in 2 days, because you can see there's a lot of light. Okay, so situation. I was working so hard with this that my little roller broke down, and now I have all these pieces of the inside of a roller, so that is quite bad. Also, there are so many hairs here. This is why lesbians always have short hair, because otherwise you'll have hair everywhere when you're renovating. So I have to clean this and find a new roller thingy.
What happened?
My roller broke down
What?
because I was working so hard.
What broke down?
The roller. My roller.
Your roller.
This little thing here, the inside.
Oh girl, your roller.
My roller, so I need a new one. Can you fix me a new one? So here's a tutorial for if you're one of those lesbians who does not know. You.
Nee.
Okay, here's a tutorial.
Ja.
Here's a tutorial for if you're one of those lesbians who does not know or is not able physically to open a beer bottle with a screwdriver. So I'll show you all the tools that I tried. This is too flimsy. This is too big. Too big.
You did it.
Should work, but still not able to. This is the one you need.
I think I can manage it with every.
I think so. Or get yourself one of these lesbians. I don't.